Hello, everyone. I'm Alpha Mohani here to give you a presentation to help you learn more about English. This presentation is about rearranging sentences, so let's just get right into it. Um, rearranging sentences. So, what's the reasoning behind why we should learn how to rearrange sentences, or why is that is important? So, essentially, what you want to do when you're rearranging sentences is you're understanding how to break down different sentences, different forms into their fundamentals. So, essentially, when you're looking at a sentence, you should be able to know which word is the adjective, which one's the subject, which one is the verb, the adverb, preposition, and all of that. And the other reason as to why being able to arrange sentences helps you in your English proficiency is that it helps you recognize certain sentences when they sound incorrect or when they sound correct. You're essentially training your brain to be more fluent with understanding sentences and recognizing the ones that are right and the ones that is not right. Essentially, you're building an ear for picking up these sentences. And of course, the other reason is that it's great material for end of year exams that a lot of high school students are going to be taking. So, and rearranging paragraphs. What's so important about it? So, rearranging paragraphs is you're essentially breaking down the paragraph so that you know the chronology of time. So, which kind of paragraph goes first, which paragraph goes next, and where, even in the paragraphs, which sentences go before the other one or which sentences go after. For example, what you also want to do is for you to pick up these little words and these key cues where you can tell that a sentence would be placed somewhere specific. So, for example, if a sentence starts with finally, it's most likely not fair to assume that it's not going to be the first sentence in the paragraph because most likely finally usually dictates something that's towards the end, and so you normally want to put the sentence at the end. Yeah. And essentially being able to kind of break down and disarrange the paragraph can help you understand the reason why each sentence is there and kind of the purpose that it has. So let's rearrange the sentence. First example is we have the words broke, accidentally, behind, chairs, to, I, classroom, and there. Some of the options we have are, if I can move this actually, oh, my bad. Here it is. Behind the classroom, I broke two chairs accidentally. I accidentally broke two chairs behind the classroom. I broke accidentally the classroom behind two chairs. Two chairs behind the classroom I accidentally broke. So let's take a look at which is the right answer. As we can see, if we go next, the answer is B. It's I accidentally broke two chairs behind the classroom. And within this sentence, we can break down which is the subject, which is the object, and which is the clause on the adverbs. Essentially, so I, that is essentially subject. That's who is in the sentence. It's you. It's I. Accidentally is the adverb describing how you essentially broke the two chairs, and broke is the verb. It's the doing word. The two chairs is the object. So what is it that you broke? It's the two chairs. And behind the classroom falls under the preposition. So where did it happen? Without the behind the classroom, the sentence still perfectly fits well, but behind the classroom gives more ideas to where the setting is. Yep, that's what we did. We broke down the sentence. And next one, so rearranging a paragraph. So what we have is I greeted my best friend upon arriving at the school entrance. The first thing I did in the morning was showering my laziness away. After a long day of sitting down, I went back home and took a long nap till dusk. After showering, I immediately had breakfast and began heading to school. First period was maths, and the last lesson was science. So if you arrange these in order, it'll look like this. So we're going to run through this quickly, and we're going to understand why it makes sense this way. The first thing I did in the morning was showering my laziness away. And morning is the first time of the day, not afternoon, not evening, it's morning. And so you want to find the next sentence that kind of has the same topic. So it'll be after showering. Showering was also present in the first sentence. So after showering, I immediately had breakfast and began heading to school. We have school. Next sentence is I greeted my best friend upon arriving at the school entrance. Next one goes first period, which is when school starts, was maths, and the last lesson was science. So these are the two subjects, and in the final sentence, we have the subjects back in hand. After a long day of studying, I went back home and took a long nap till dusk. Essentially, that's how rearranging sentences works and how paragraphs work.